Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Devvon Terrell, and welcome to another Help Me Devvon tutorial. And today, in this Help Me Devvon tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to fill in that hole that you're feeling in your mix. I'm going to show you how to get your mix from this.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything,
To this.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to that, I really hope that you go back and listen to it on headphones or monitors or something that you can really hear the tone. What we did to fill in and make that hole basically fill it in is parallel compressed the entire mix. Now, granted, you may have heard of parallel compression and things of that nature, or maybe you haven't. But in this, I'm going to show you how I like to set up my parallel compressor as far as parallel compressing the entire mix overall. And if you completely have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I'm going to show you this technique. It's really easy, and it's something that you can do towards the end of your mix to just add that thing that you've been missing, that hole. Literally, when I play this thing back, it feels like the whole bottom is just missing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it back and forth while it's actually playing so you can get a real idea of what it's doing when it's missing. So pay attention to this very close. Listen to what it sounds like. I'm going to bypass this effect back and forth. Check it out. Without first.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything. Better decisions, better women, better friends, better visions. Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear that difference going back and forth. You can really get an idea of what it's doing. And guess what? The difference between them in overall volume, as far as the difference between the original and the one with the parallel compression on the entire thing, 1 dB. Meaning I got all that power and bottom and life out of that with just 1 dB of a headroom sacrifice, meaning only 1 dB difference between those two files, but it feels so much more than that. Let's do this and let's set this thing up. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to set up the parallel mix. And the way you're going to set up your parallel mix is a number of different ways. I'm going to show you one way in particular. Basically, you can create a bounce down in your session, meaning you're done with your mix, you're completely finished. What I want you to do is I want you to create a bounce now of that mix and bring it back into your session. Or if you're in Pro Tools, you could just create a print. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is you're going to create a mix down 2-track file of your entire mix, and you're going to bring it in to your session. So let's say, for instance, this is my mix right here, and then this track right here, as you can see on the bottom, is my other track. So literally these two tracks are the exact same. Got me? Keep that in mind. The next thing I'm doing is I'm coming on over here and I'm slapping a compressor on this. And when I slap this compressor on it, I'll go deep into what the settings are, but that's literally the setup. You're literally just going to create a duplicate of the original track that you have, which is this one right here. And I want you to throw a compressor on the track. That is literally it as far as the setup is concerned. And now, how to set up the compressor. And basically, the way you're going to set up the compressor is you're looking for a compressor that can set a really high ratio. For instance, let's check this out. For this one, I'm going to use the 1176. And this compressor is pretty famous when it comes to parallel compression, being that it has this all function. And all the all function does is it allows you to pretty much press all of these ratios down, which sets it at an extremely high ratio. Now, so you don't get so confused about that, just understand that if you can have a compressor that can go, let's say 20-to-1 or higher, that's the compressor I'm going with as far as a parallel compressor is concerned. You can even use a compressor that has a 10-to-1 ratio. Just crank that ratio really high, because what it's going to do is it's going to create a tighter sound as far as what we're looking for from the parallel compressor. So try to find a compressor that has somewhat of a 10-to-1 ratio or higher. If you can get higher than that, great. If you can get 50-to-1, great. Now we're getting like limiter status kind of stuff. Okay. The other thing we're doing for the compressor is we're setting a really fast attack because we want to control those transients. Think about it like this. if we didn't have such a fast attack and we're trying to blend that in with our original signal, now we're gonna have really hard transients on hard transients. And that might cause these spikes that really eat up our headroom and stuff like that. So we're looking for something really tight, not something that's jumping out so much, but something, we're looking to create a ball of audio. So it's really important to kind of control those transients, in my own opinion, as far as just making sure you tame those and don't let it get too out of control. So faster attack, a faster attack. The other thing is and this is pretty non-typical of a lot of engineers when it comes to the parallel compressor, I like to do a really slow release. And the reason why I like to do a really slow release is because it allows me to hold that compression longer. Of course, there's moments where it lets go, and that's extremely important to make big moments with the parallel compressor. That's why it feels like it kind of moves and it feels like it's a little bit more dynamic, but it also allows me to hold that compression tighter. Let's get a listen to what this actually sounds like as far as the parallel compressor. All right, let's solo it. Listen to the parallel compressed signal.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything.
So you hear that? It actually sounds pretty bad, right? In your own opinion. It's pumping, it's tight, it's struggling for life. Now, I'm gonna show you something else within the sound of this. Let's move on over to this part right here, which is here. Listen closely.
Yeah. You will not kill my vibe, no. You cannot tear me down. No, we gon' ride and we do this right.
So you see that moment right there is gonna sound even bigger now, because there's not so much, there's still compression going on there, but there's this dynamic that is adding when the kick and stuff isn't engaged. So that moment is going to open up even more when it's blended in with the original signal. And that's why I like to do those compression times, those attack and release times that way, because it allows to actually create moments of dynamics and openness within the entire sound. Okay, and for the last part of this entire thing is blending the two. And this is the easiest thing in the world. This is literally taking the fader and blending it until you like how it sounds. So let's give that a try right now. Let's press play and let's blend this fader to taste.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything. Better decisions, better women, better friends, better visions. Yeah.
So you can blend this to taste. So now let's do it with and without. Let's listen to what it sounds like without it. Check this out. Without it first.
I got better dreams, better teams, better settings, better scenes, better sex, better money, better weed, better vibes, better cars, everything. Better decisions, better women, better friends, better visions. Yeah.
You hear that, a huge difference. Guys, make sure you please subscribe and also visit helpmedevvon.com to support the channel at any time. So that was my tutorial on how to fill in that hole in your mix that you may be experiencing using parallel compression. Parallel compress your entire mix. It could help you sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times if you guys feel like the bottom of your mix is missing or something's missing, give this a shot, and I bet you a lot of times you'll be really, really happy with the results. So that was my tutorial on basically how to fill a hole, the hole in your audio mix. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Make sure you follow us at HelpMeDevvon on the Instagram. Our Discord community is down below as well. And also make sure you visit helpmedevvon.com for some of our templates and goodies. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, you guys.